Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Adam and Dedra Show.
Hello, hello.
We got a good one for you today.
But we always do.
Of course we do. And don't judge us, but yes, it is another one from Wren House. We went there for their Hazy Fest and just picked up the Sonorosaurus, which is a double dry hopped double IPA that I have been staring at here for a couple of minutes, and I am getting thirsty. How about you?
I'm dying.
So cheers,
All right.
everybody.
Cheers to another great episode and to some more amazing beers and wonderful adventures that we can't wait to share with you guys.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's tasty. This is 8%. So I would say for a double IPA, it's kind of 8% is probably right where they usually at. Do you know when I think about it, like an 8% beer, it kind of reminds or kind of just brings me back to the old malt liquors, like a tall can of Steel Reserve or something like that. OE high gravity.
Yeah.
Those were like 8%, and it's like this is an 8% craft beer, and it's just amazing what they can do. And it does not drink. Definitely not like an Old English or a Steel Reserve, but
or
hey.
Mickey. Or Mickey's.
Yeah, Mickey's. Really good beer.
By the way, I got that tattoo removed. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
No, I never had a Mickey's
She had the
tattoo.
grenade.
No, I had the B right here.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. You're a gangster.
Well, I mean, it was either going to be there or right here under my eye.
Oh, okay.
So I was
Just
like,
put the B there?
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Like the letter B. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Then I was going to put A on this side.
Yeah. There you go.
And then the rest of the alphabet.
The rest of the alphabet just as you go down. Yeah, I got you.
Like tears. One side's the alphabet, the other side's numbers.
Oh my gosh.
Or shapes, like rectangles.
I think you're delirious. Have another sip.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, we went out to Temecula, California.
What?
Yeah, something like that. Temecula. And just enjoyed quite a few more breweries. So we just wanted to make sure to share it with you. And actually got some gear, got the t-shirt here. Prolific Brewing Company out of, I think it is Temecula. It's right on the borderline of Murrieta, but I think it's still Temecula. We enjoyed that place. I mean, this is not the first time we went there. This is actually the second time we've ever been there. But had some good beers.
I thought it was third.
Nope. That was the second trip.
Maybe it was the third for me. Second for you.
I see.
Just kidding.
Going without me. I see how it is.
You know I can't navigate around that area
very true.
by myself. I don't like driving in California. For me, like driving in California is so stressful and it's scary. So anytime we go out there, I hate driving. So I always make Adam drive. Just in general, he drives anyways. But especially out in California, it's not fun. It's not exciting. It's very stressful.
You get used to it. And Temecula's not bad. That's actually kind of a smaller city by comparison. It's not like driving in downtown LA or anything.
True.
But Prolific Brewing Company, great place, very, very neat setup. The tap room, when you walk in, it's like a really small like entryway. And you can see that the tanks, they're right behind like like 5 or 6 tables maybe that are right there at the beginning. Very industrial. It's like a warehouse building that we're sitting in, and has the bar, probably about 6 seats at the bar and probably about 5 or 6 tables. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't have a lot of occupancy. But one thing is they have that area, the main area where you can sit and drink. And then you can kind of go towards the back, and it almost feels like you shouldn't be there. But they do have a couple of picnic tables. And actually, while we were there, they had some kids playing back there and stuff. I mean, they were like on one of the picnic tables. So, I mean, it was family friendly also.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And what did I have to start? Of course, double IPA. It wasn't a hazy. It was a West Coast style called Duluth. And it got up there. It was 8.7% for that one. That was, a little hot, but honestly didn't drink that way. I sat there and I probably sipped on it because we were hitting a lot of places that day. So I was sipping on it slowly. Solid. Very good.
And those, when they're that easy and that high, that's such a dangerous combination because you could easily just be done with their first glass and not even realize it was going down that fast.
Like the Sonorosaurus probably will. Yeah, this is sitting at 8%. I mean, I guess that's kind of like the standard. And you know what? I've heard that the high alcohol level beers are kind of going out of style when people are actually going towards ones that are a little bit more like the sessions and stuff that's not as high in alcohol. But apparently, they didn't tell the people in Denver that.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there on that.
Oh no, well, Colorado is just like a different beast. I mean, they're like everything I felt like I looked at was 9 to 10%. So it was crazy, and that's at the
Huh.
grocery store. It wasn't even at the breweries. But Prolific was a very nice place. I mean, enough for us to buy a hat and a T-shirt there. So that was
Oh,
we wanted to
yes.
represent.
Let me tell you the quality of this shirt. Like this isn't that comfy, thin cotton material. Like this is nice, like thick stuff. This feels really good. I mean, during the summer in Phoenix, it could be like it could really get you sweaty. But definitely in California where the weather is a little cooler in the evenings, this shirt's perfect for California weather. But here, I would say I wouldn't be able to wear it for too much longer. But no, it's a great quality. The logo, I love the logo. It's nice and big. So and this is anytime that we go out to a brewery that we really like, we always try to get as many, the merch as possible, either hat
Mhm.
and shirts, stickers. So this is just a prime example of just, when we come across a good place, we always try to support them as much as we can, not only just by, beer, but also getting beer to go and also getting merchandise. So that way we can kind of help represent. And then of course also following them on social media.
Of course, yeah. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take anything home with us on that trip there,
Right.
but we did enjoy it. So that what did you get there? I can't remember.
I had just the one, just because we had other places that we were going as well. So I wanted to be able to stay upright and be able to enjoy the other places as well. So I ended up with a Valley Fog Hazy, no surprise. It was a
Hazy
six, it
IPA.
was a 6.5%. I really enjoyed it. Um, Again, and I feel like I say this about almost every place, but I really liked this hazy, this Valley Fog. There's not a ton of hazies that I've come across that I really don't like. I really like Prolific, and I get what you mean by that area in the back where it kinda goes a little bit behind the bar towards, like, all the brewing equipment where you're kinda like, "Do I go back there? Do I not? Am I gonna get yelled at?" And nobody ever wants to get yelled at, especially, like, when you're around brewing equipment. You always, because you don't wanna mess up, somebody's batch and, um
Just pretend like you belong there, and usually you can just walk through that with confidence and no worries.
yeah, and then you
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 wearing
hit
beer
a
gear, so they're like, "Oh, that guy belongs." Oh yeah.
oh, because I was thinking, like, and then you hit, like, a wet spot, and then you eat shit, and then so
Well,
I
I got an idea. Don't do that.
easier said than done. I mean,
Oh
I
man.
haven't done it before, and I don't intend to, and I'm not gonna follow it up with yet because it's not gonna happen. But yeah, just strut through with confidence and just watch for wet spots, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Notice
Anyway.
notice for the audience though, she is doing this recording with a broken ankle right now.
Wow.
But back to Prolific. Hey, you need to
That
catch up.
that is that is
This is
true.
going down way too easy.
Okay. Anyways, so with the back, there is that area, but everything else in the front area, it's smaller. And that's,
It is, yeah.
and if you've been listening to our past couple few shows, um, that's kind of what we lean towards a little bit more is just like the smaller places, the quaint inside areas where you get to really get to, just talk to people and drum up conversations because often we're out of town. We're the out of towners.
Yeah.
So we always try to talk to the locals, try to get the best, places that are like the hole in the wall food places, anything that they recommend, get a feel for, what they like to eat, and then kind of go off of what they like and try to see if it aligns with what we like also. So that's always a nice place,
Yeah.
going into those kinds of places
And
too.
funny story a little bit. So the first time we were there, we had a friend,
Funny how. I'm just kidding.
funny like a clown.
If you guys have ever watched Goodfellas,
Love
oh,
it.
amazing. If you haven't, go watch it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all right. It's funny. Funny like a clown.
Funny how.
Yeah, so we met a friend there, and the friend was actually from Phoenix, or he lives in Phoenix, I should say. And we were like, hey, he's working in Temecula or in that area abouts. I don't know if it's exactly Temecula, but we're like, hey, let's go to a brewery. I'm like, there's a few of them. He goes, yeah, I've been to pretty much all of them. I'm like, yeah, so have we. So I'm like, here's one that I wasn't sure about. This is our first visit there, and I'm like, I don't think we've been to this one before. We ended up meeting them. there, and we got there before them. We talked to the bartender. I'm like, oh yeah, we're meeting a friend of ours. He's working out here. Apparently, he's been to all the breweries out here. You know what? We met him at a brewery too, so that's how we became really good friends with us. Went out there. He comes in. He goes, "Oh yeah, I know that guy, the bartender." He's just like, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, there you go." And I think that happened the second time we were there because we walk in and it was probably what 6 months since we were there,
Yeah.
give or take. And the guy's like, "I remember you guys." So we were those people the next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was a great time. I lean towards hazies a lot, but I'm getting into the IPAs. I'm not quite there with the stouts yet, but I'm working my way. Be
Oh,
patient.
that reminds
Um,
me. I had a stout while we were there.
oh yeah,
It was a chocolate stout
at
called
Prolific.
at Prolific, yeah.
Oh,
Post Pile, I think it was called. And it was a chocolate American stout.
so
And
you had 3?
no, I just had the two, the loose and the stout.
Oh, okay. So that was like on the first trip, you mean, that you had the stout?
No,
Because you said you had 2.
I did.
Oh, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
The loose
I was,
Post Pile. I mean, I'm no
oh.
genius, but that sounds like two.
Well,
Remember, you had the hazy. That's the third one.
yeah. We know. Well, I guess we know who the good listener is,
Oh man.
and maybe not.
Speaking of stouts, I actually had one while we were there. Not a big pour, just kind of a small one. It was called Post Pile. It was an American chocolate stout, and it was classic style. It was 5.5% standard stout. It wasn't imperial stout. It wasn't a Russian imperial. It wasn't barrel aged. It was just a solid stout. It had a really good chocolate flavor to it. I liked it, and yeah, I had quite a few IPAs, and having that
Mm.
kind of in the middle, it was a completely different flavor profile. Oh man, I just sat out and it was like drinking chocolate milk. It was so good. And being there at Prolific, one thing, and we didn't even touch on this, it is a warehouse environment. So that did mean that they didn't have any AC inside there, which it was a hot day. It was like probably 95 degrees while we were out there. And being inside that warehouse, it got a little toasty. I was sweating quite a bit.
Yeah.
But did you see that there was somebody doing tacos there in the back?
No.
We didn't get it because we already ate before we got there, but they were doing tacos. Like they had a little, I guess, a food truck. It was just like more somebody brought a Blackstone in, and it was in that back area where they had the picnic tables, and he set up like a Blackstone right
Oh,
there, and he was doing tacos. Like,
really?
yeah,
Wow. I completely missed that.
yeah, which is really cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe because it felt like we weren't allowed to go back there. I also was just like, I don't even want to look back there and get in trouble.
Oh, do you know what? But we parked. So the parking, they only have like a few spots like in the front. So
Mm.
you had to go like between warehouses, and there was parking like in between a couple of the buildings. So we had to like walk around to get into the front door. When we left, we went straight through that area that looked like we weren't supposed to, out the bay door.
That is true.
But I had a great time there. I mean, that was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we went and bought our beers. We're like, okay, we're just gonna have one and done. And I ended up buying 2 beers.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, and that's one of the places where you come across a brewery every now and then, and it's like you can really just see yourself sitting there having quite a few beers for a while, like longer than intended. You just want to go to a place, check it out, have one or two, and move the next place. I feel like Prolific is one of those places where you could really spend 2-3 hours
Hmm.
there just hanging out and drinking good beer and just talking and enjoying the environment. So if you're ever in the area in Temecula, just definitely check out Prolific.
Yeah.
I really like Prolific.
And one really cool thing about that Temecula area is like you can go and in one or a few block radius, you can hit 3 or 4 breweries like back to back. That could be dangerous too. So, but
Yeah.
if you're Ubering, I guess that's not too bad of a. It's a very short drive.
Yeah.
If you don't want to risk trying to walk the industrial area.
Yeah. And watch those curbs.
Definitely. So we went to the Prolific. I think we actually went there, got our beers, went back, ended up buying our gear and taking off from there. But did you know? Oh, I got to talk about this. I there was another stout on the menu, and I wish that I was able to enjoy it. I did not try it, but I didn't try it for one reason. It was another stout. I think it was a very similar profile to American chocolate, but it also had cherries in there. It was called Midnight Luau. Now, I don't like fruit and chocolate at all. I know it's a
Which
cardinal sin. Chocolate covered strawberries, people say, chocolate covered cherries, that cake with
apples.
raspberry in the middle. No, I don't like any of it. I'm sorry. But that stout, if I enjoyed fruit and chocolate together, I would have had that stout. Hands down. It was like a cherry chocolate American stout. I, I'm kind of disappointed that I don't like it because I bet you that would have been good.
Yeah, and that's surprising to actually hear you say because I do know you. You do not like your fruit and chocolate mixing.
Not at all.
Which is why I'm kind of shocked that you would have entertained the thought or the idea of having it.
I think it's interesting. So anytime I see something on the menu, a beer menu, or actually even food menus, when I think about it, I want to go for something that you can't just find somewhere. You can find chocolate stouts, but a cherry chocolate stout, how many of those do you run into?
But that's what I mean. Like you don't like your fruit and your chocolate, and but in a beer form, you find it interesting.
Yeah,
In food form,
I
you're
don't
like,
want
no, it's disgusting. So that's why I was like, wow,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
But we went to a food place. It was actually before we went brewery hopping. It was a brunch place, so we showed up noon for
That's
breakfast.
well, that's kind of the definition of brunch.
Yeah, very true. It was called the Brunch House, I think it was.
Go figure.
But sitting there in the no, it was probably earlier than noon. It was probably 11.
Yeah, it was like 11:30, and the right where it was situated is thankfully it was outside where we sat. The patio was outside, but it was in the shade.
Hmm.
And it was the weekend of St. Patrick's Day. And in that same strip, just like a couple spots over, yeah, because there was the brunch house, and then there was a tattoo parlor and a place where you can go get your toes done. And then there was this place,
Like
oh,
an Irish pub.
yes.
Yeah.
And it was neat because you could still see like all their decorations and it was a huge place and it looked like it was a ton of fun.
Yeah. The
I
night before or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So and they still had quite a bit of their stuff up. And I was like, "Oh, that looks like that would have been a fun place."
Yeah.
So we're just laughing and joking. We're like, "Hey, after we get brunch, let's go get pedicures and then we'll get tattoos and
I wasn't gonna get a pedicure. The brunch house, it served a lot of good stuff, and it's one of those things that whenever I see shrimp and grits on the menu, shrimps and grits,
oh god, don't start.
I feel like I have to get it. I don't know what that one tastes like. I have to try it. And no, it was really good. It was really good grits. Um, the shrimp were actually cooked perfect. Remember how huge they were? I think I gave you
Yeah.
like one.
Oh my gosh, like, you legit had to, like, fork and knife the shrimp
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
was steak, but it's not tough. Like,
No, it was good.
whoever cooked the shrimp cooked it really well, and I think I've said this before, but shrimp is, like, a very tricky thing to cook. You can overcook it really fast, and it gets just rubbery, and then it's disgusting. But no, they actually did a really good job on this one, cooking the shrimp. I've for some reason that morning, and I don't order this dish a lot, especially like when there's other much more tastier items on the menu, like huevos rancheros, chilaquiles.
There's all that stuff.
But yeah, and I actually ended up getting chicken fried steak, and I don't normally get that, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I
I
kind
liked
of
it more than you did.
Yes. I think I just had a different expectation for it. I don't know. Just what I was expecting wasn't quite what I got, but also I don't know. I think I just was hungry and just wanted everything and it didn't quite hit the spot that I was expecting it
It
to.
was different because it wasn't like the thin, uh, pounded out cube steak.
Yeah.
It was much
It was
thicker.
thicker.
Yeah, and it had like a sauce on there too. And it wasn't like, I mean, it wasn't just like the regular country gravy. It had like a different type of sauce on there. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, once you package that up, I think you ate about half of it. brought it back to the house, and I sat there
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the corner when nobody was looking, just sitting there
You
eating it.
think nobody was looking, but we all saw you.
Yeah, whatever. And the shrimp and grits, I finished that. I mean, for the most part, it had bell pepper inside the grits, which I probably wouldn't have put it inside there, but it actually came out really good. I'm not the biggest bell pepper fan, but it was like the red, I think it was red and yellow ones, and I like those a lot better.
I
I
like the
enjoyed that.
yellow
Yeah,
ones.
those are good.
I like the
And then
yellow
it had the
ones.
pearl onions, and it had
Oh,
full
that's
pearl
right.
onions in there. Okay, as much as I don't like fruit and chocolate, I love onions. And I was just picking those pearl onions and just eating those straight. I loved them.
That was interesting. I'm glad they did that, and I kind of wish I kind of wish I would have ordered something else because I was like, it didn't really hit my craving for chicken fried steak, and it sucks because when you don't get what you're expecting, you just kind of sit there with that craving, and it just keeps going until it's fulfilled. And I don't know. We've got so many good breakfast places out here near us that I want to go now get huevos
Mm,
rancheros
oh,
or
yeah.
chilaquiles and
Matt's Big Breakfast something.
oh gosh, we have not been there
Haven't been there in
in
a
a
long
while.
time, yeah.
Man, that sounds good. But while we were there, we just ordered coffee, black coffee. I was kind of thinking about getting a mimosa or a mimosa flight, but I was like, you know what, vacation. I'm gonna let my liver, kind of bounce back a little
Rest for
bit.
the morning
Give it,
before we
yeah.
hit all the breweries. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna give it some water.
We did get some coffee. That was good coffee. I enjoyed it. I
It
mean, and they give you little, what the heck was that thing? It was like a little pastry that they put on the side of the coffee. Like,
oh,
you didn't ask for it,
yeah.
but it was, I mean, it was a nice touch.
Yeah.
I mean, the lady, when she was carrying the tray, had so many freaking drinks, they all spilled all over, but
Yeah. So, like, my coffee came out like this. Instead
oh
of
my
being
God.
full, it was like coffee stains and drips going down the side.
It's like, oh, my pastry's falling apart because
Um,
it's soaked.
the tray. I mean, if she would have lowered it enough, we probably could have seen all the coffee on the tray. But you know what? I'll give it to her. She was working her ass off and she
Yeah,
did a good job.
she was the only one.
Yes, and she took care of that patio, and there was probably like what, 8 tables or something, 6 to 8 tables on the patio,
Yeah, we were the
and
second ones
she
there, and that sucker filled up like right after we got there.
and she had us all. So she was bringing out all types of plates and drinks and stuff like that at the same time. And then the door, it doesn't have like a little step or a little grip where you can just use your foot to pull it open
Oh
or it
yeah.
wasn't automatic or anything like that. So she's got this big tray and she's fighting with the door. In the meantime, my coffee's spilling all over her tray.
No, she did a great
Yeah,
job at that
she
though.
did. She did do a really good job.
And she was like a skinny thing, and she was carrying like 10 cups of coffee on that tray. I mean, I'll give it to her.
But they weren't full.
Well, not anymore. The liquid was still there, just maybe not in our cups.
Oh, true, true.
No, but it was a great time. I mean, anytime, and that was our first time at that place. So we've been to quite a few other brunch places, and I think that held up. One of the things that happens, I feel like in California, most of the places out in California, not all of them, if it's not good, it's not going to last. And just because there's so much competition for places like that,
Mm.
and I mean, all the beer places that we go to, I mean, it's been extremely rare that we haven't been able to go back and visit the same brewery, or
Oh,
food place. I mean,
true, true.
my mouth's like just
Well,
watering right now. Just I don't know if it's this beer that I'm drinking or what, but
it's probably a combination of just flashbacks of your delicious breakfast, my mediocre, the good beer.
yeah,
Um,
fun
but
time.
yes, it was very fun. But I feel like with these brunch houses, these brunch places, I feel like you've been to one, you've been to all of them.
Very true.
It's all the same. There's not much from one place to the next. So if somebody out there can figure out how to make your brunch place a little bit different and not so mainstream.
Well, at least it wasn't like
So,
one of those club places where the
oh,
the moms all come in
oh
dressed
my
with their
god.
little skirts and pushing their strollers.
I got like baby number 3 on the way.
Yeah. No, it was a nice place though.
No
I liked it.
no dads in sight.
Just all the moms having their little what do you call that? Ladies' night, but it's ladies' brunch.
Yeah.
They can't get out at night, so
Or I don't know, they may have like dropped their kids off with their parents, grandparents at, the night before, and it just rolled into brunch, so they went and picked up the kids, and now they're getting breakfast, and now the night continues. They just have a couple more underage people with them
very true.
that are drinking a different bottle.
Yeah. But Prolific, before we insult
Oh.
everybody in the world, Prolific Brewing Company,
It is what it
loved
is.
it. Had a great time there. Even though, like you said, the brunch is very similar to a lot of other brunch places. Sitting
Yeah.
out there that mid-morning, almost afternoon, it was nice in the shade. It was just like there was a breeze, I think, that morning, and although that
Yeah.
day got up to in the 90s, that particular time of day, it was actually quite pleasant out there. I thought it
Yeah.
was nice.
Again, because like the patio, it was in the shade, so that was nice, and it was like
Hmm.
in the shade of the building, and it was between. I mean, like the buildings weren't super close together, but they were close enough together.
Yeah.
But you still got a little bit of that wind tunnel, and then again,
Yeah.
it was fun. It
It was
was
a
a
lot
fun
of fun.
time.
Yeah, it was
I enjoyed it.
great food, great drinks. I mean, I thought it was a wonderful day. I wouldn't have changed it. Maybe you would have changed your meal,
Yeah,
but
I would have ordered
you would
something.
have got the huevos rancheros or something like that.
Yeah, I would have ordered something
In
different.
Temecula, or what I say?
And I also probably would have ordered, like, I still would have got coffee, but I may have tried a mimosa or just like one of their specialty craft cocktails. I
Yeah,
would have at least tried that
yeah.
next time.
Next time. But not only that one was a good one, the Sonorosaurus from Wren House Brewing, double dry hopped, double IPA, is amazing. And I think I had to stop drinking because I look at your cup and I'm
Oh,
like, I guess I'm drinking alone.
I'm slacking. I'm
You're slacking.
slacking. I was doing a lot of talking. It's hard to talk and drink at the same time, especially when
Very
the
true.
beer is this good. Again,
Otherwise, you're just spilling it.
yeah, for sure. And you shouldn't waste good beer.
Well, cheers, everybody.
Well, hold on, hold on.
Oh.
Back up. I'm not done.
All right.
I just want to, because I've had my struggles with Wren House in the very beginning, because everybody was just like, "Oh, it's so good," and I was just like, "I'm not getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it now. Now I'm one of the. I jumped on the bandwagon late, and I apologize."
Yeah.
But I don't know if they've changed. My palate has changed. I don't know what it is, but I've definitely jumped and joined that bandwagon of just Wren House kicks ass. And I now do understand and appreciate all the awards and everything that they have won, because it is well deserved.
Oh, yeah.
And I just wish I was more, I guess, developed taste wise to enjoy it back then, so I could say I've enjoyed it even longer instead of,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, we just ordered the
unfortunately.
wrong thing. Maybe that's what it was.
You ordered the wrong thing. All right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, this
Yes.
podcast, listened to us, watched us.
Cheers.
But hey, cheers.
And down the hatch.
Until next time.
My hatch was wide open for that one. Please follow us, social media, subscribe, YouTube, your podcasting platform, on Instagram, our website. You can send us an email. But please reach out to us and give us some suggestions, because wherever there's beer, we're going to travel to get there.
We're going to be there.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Much appreciated. Until the
Cheers.
next time. Yes, cheers.